Stress is the major contributing factor for causing attention deficits, disorders, and distraction. Feeling stressed makes it difficult to maintain a comfortable focus on any subject or event. Your emotional state and internal dialogue becomes disempowered. Communications become strained and anxious. Mental and emotional stress causes muscles to tighten, constrictions in the cardiovascular system, and a reduction in breathing. The stress cycle increases heart and breathing rates and shuts down the immune system, predisposing you to a host of illnesses. This entire process can be put into motion and happen in just an instant. The stage is then set for being inattentive, distracted, and impulsive. Experiencing the stress response activates the fight, flight, or freeze response in accordance with how the event is perceived and labeled. An evaluation that something is stressing me out creates negative internal dialogues, disassembled embodiments, and defensive thinking. Stress makes concentration difficult and destroys motivation and happiness. When stress is chronic or considered too much to take, it becomes distress. Distress sets the wheels in motion for emotional hijacking and maladaptive behaviors to existing situations. This occurs whenever you feel fear, perceive a threat, or become frustrated to be able to change an unwanted condition. Neuroscience has confirmed that the prefrontal cortex is thrown offline when there is a real or imagined threat to survival. The prefrontal cortex is the executive part of the brain, which processes the mind's analytical thoughts and directs its attention. When this occurs, the ability to reason is replaced with the anxiety of an endangered survival. Distressing influences are the primary cause for the symptoms commonly diagnosed as ADD, ADHD, anxiety, and depression. Understanding the mechanics of the influence stress has on your mental operating system is essential to return you to the state of focus and self-management that you desire. Stress creates tension myositis syndrome, TMS. TMS is a biological constriction or inflammation in the cardiovascular system that reduces the flow of oxygen to the cells to create ischemia and contribute to imbalance and distraction. Like pinching a hose which was watering a garden, the flow of the water becomes restricted. The garden is prevented from getting its needed supply of life-sustaining nourishment. This causes the flowers and the trees to wither and die. So it is with TMS. Whatever part of the body experiences a reduced flow of oxygen and nutriment, it becomes weak and unable to perform its function, causing a disturbance in the ability to be grounded and focused. Sometimes it isn't present stressors which are causing the distress. Past events that were harmful or threatening can be triggered through conscious or subconscious reminders. Painful memories unhealed from the past can linger and cause anger or sadness that, even when covered up with a social mask, can still cause great conflict and distraction. Yet by learning stress release of past grievances and how to guide and direct your inner energies, you become able to self-manage and maintain greater balance, peace, and centeredness. Key 6 helps you to handle the mental, physical, and emotional surges life unexpectedly brings. When you can direct and manage any energy flow, you maintain optimum attentiveness and poise. These are the conditions for maximizing enjoyment and productivity. It is these influences that Key 6 addresses. Any lack of mental, emotional, or physical peace means there are deeper layers of fear or anger not being acknowledged, still causing stress in the system. The exercises of Key 6 are designed to release frustrated and suppressed impulses at physical, emotional, and mental levels. This is true forgiveness. All remnants of the negative impact of previous mistakes are released. Forgiveness takes on new meaning when addressed at physical, emotional, and mental levels, circulating out the pent-up negative emotional charge buried in the body-mind to allow it to receive the positive new energies that is being put in its place. This enables a circulation of unspent and fixated energy to return biological homeostasis and emotional empowerment. Without forgiveness, your anger and hatred inflicts harm in whatever activity you're involved in. Feeling distressed creates an unsafe home, work, or study atmosphere that disturbs emotional and physical containment. This can trigger deep inner fears of living and or dying that contribute to stress when awake and when asleep. Forgiveness creates a safe and honest atmosphere in the home, office, or school. Individuals release their negative inner dialogues filled with guilt, judgment, and resentment of their children, partner, parents, co-workers, teachers, neighbors, friends, and themselves. Forgiveness purifies mental, emotional, and physical constrictions to remove the distressing influences as you lower stress levels within yourself and in your environment. When unity is restored, the strength and ability to be present, focused, and comfortable in the body produces many healthy results. Breath is easier and deeper, and a greater sense of being grounded is experienced. You're not mentally, physically, or emotionally running away or hiding. You're no longer defending. This improves learning, comprehension, and cooperation. Your emotional triggers and sensitivity fades away as you become stronger, more present, and alert. Your relationship with yourself and others will soar to new levels as you diligently apply these Key 6 tools and strategies while maintaining the elements you've learned in the first 5 keys.